Okay, Bart at High Tech Motorsport, 763-712-9088. I'm here 6 days a week, or you can reach me at bart@hightechmotorsport.com. Don't put an S on the end, bart@hightechmotorsport.com. All right, so here is Jailbait's dyno runs. The blue line is what we came in with. It was made nice power. Completely stock with cop wheels, no cold air intake, no nothing, but Kyle couldn't help himself. He had to tune it right away. Made 340 horsepower at the wheels, 367 torque at the wheels, the Dyno Jet 248, and now it's making 355 and 387. So we picked up 15 horse and 20 foot-pounds of torque. So that's definitely an overachiever because they're rated at 360, 368 at the crank. So it's working really good. But camshaft and the long tubes will really make a big difference. So we need to make, I'm expecting like 425 at the wheel. We'll see how that goes, but we got a good baseline and we'll see what happens next. Here we are again, Bart at High Tech Motorsport. It's a Saturday. We got Jailbait all put together. We got the gears in it. Cams in it, all that good stuff. We're doing some preliminary runs. We had it's actually funny here. We got, we're trying to work on the building, and so we got a bunch of dust, concrete dust. I thought we had it all covered up, and it turns out we're gonna have to wipe everything down. But last night, we made 395 at the wheels, so that's, you know, 20% loss. It's a 490 horse at the crank. I want to see more than that. Kyle the tuner here, there he goes. He waves. That's pretty good for him. We're letting it warm up here. He's going to put a couple degrees more timing in. I'm going to step into the dyno room to make sure you get the full effect on this. But this is a 221, 229, 625, 630 on a 113 plus 3. So I think that's right. I'll look it up exactly what it was, but that's pretty damn close. Cold air intake, open cats, JBA headers. I got the whole list for you. I'll have it on a spreadsheet where you can take a look at it. And we're just about ready to crank this up, see what it does. Hopefully we're going to see over 400 wheels yet. We'll see what it does. Just trying to warm up the tires right now and warm up the car. I want to make sure we're not pulling it. It is fairly loud, but we got to get the Mickey Thompson SS's heated up. Otherwise, all it does is spin. It's got the 392 gear, and so he's going to get that program, but we'll see what it does. If it makes over 400 horsepower, that's pretty good. I was hoping 425. And then we're going to put it on corn. We're going to put it on E85 and see what it does. But I'll be back here as soon as they're warmed up. Okay, we just gave a little rip on the on Jailbait 2010 Charger Pursuit. You'll get a kick out of this, and it worked pretty well. I was expecting a little bit more, but I'm going to show you this curve. So you can tell that curve, that the red line is what we're working with now. The original with the tune and not long tube headers and everything else was 355.72. Now it's 404.83. And the torque, we've made torque everywhere. We went from 387 to 405. So that's going to put us right in that 1.5 horsepower per cube and 1.5 foot-pounds of torque per cube. I'm pretty happy. I was hoping for a little bit more top end than that. And it's curling over really bad at 6,300. So I don't know what the heck that deal is, but it's working pretty well. And now we're going to go on corn to see what goes on, and then we're going to put nitrous to it. So I'll keep you informed, and we'll do a whole bunch more dyno runs so that you guys aren't deprived of that. And we'll get back to you shortly. Okay, Bart with High Tech back here again. We're doing Jailbait. Made 404.83 at the tires for horsepower and 405.53 for torque. So it's coming along pretty well. That was only 22 degrees of spark. We're going to add a little bit of fuel. You can see right here it's maybe a touch lean, not bad. We're going to add 2 more degrees to see if it will help this thing right here. You can see right here it's carrying the mail in at 5,200. 5,200. There's the air tank and something doesn't like it. I don't know what's going on. Should carry this a little bit more than this, and that would make the horsepower go up to 425. But we're going to pull that again. So you see a couple extra degrees and it was a little warmer, 403.15. I lost a horsepower. I lost 4 foot-pounds of torque. You can see the red line right there. That was the new line. The blue line's the old line. Just down a little bit. So, and here's the red line with the air fuel. We're probably going to end up taking that out and just call it a done deal until we put it on corn. So we did the first run. Not a whole lot of changes, if any. And the car actually is down on power. You can see that here. The red line is always your last run. And we're down 20 horse, 20 foot-pounds. It made it up to the top. It was only down 3 horse at maximum power way up here. But it dropped quite a bit of torque. So he's got his work cut out for him to try to get that thing worked out. But that's what this dyno's good for. We'll see. If it doesn't work, we'll probably put it back on gasoline. Maybe not, because I want to throw the nitrous to it. All right, this is Bart at High Tech. We just got done clearing up the tune on Jailbait, the Dodge Charger Pursuit 2010. We put it on E85 with some 52-pound injectors. Did get better. Just cooled it down for a cool down run. The blue line is the best one that we did before with gas, and that was 403 horse at the wheels, 401 foot-pounds of torque. Now it's made 412 and 413 foot-pounds of torque. So it's up a little bit. Is it worth the hassle on the E85? If I wasn't going to hit it with nitrous to save the motor, I probably wouldn't do it. But I think that's relatively, if we use 80%, we're talking about, it's 5 1/4 horse, something like that. I'll do the math here in a couple seconds, but thought you might find that interesting. We picked up 10 horsepower and 10 foot-pounds of torque on the 85. So there you go. See ya.